Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, WWE The Shield here with another Raw review, but on the Kings of Kings channel, as the lighting is a lot better here. Got a message from Anthony, just basically telling you know what, you need to make more videos, and this is not just to me, this is the Kings of Kings. Everybody there need to make more videos on the channel, and I could not agree more. We are excited to make a change in the channel for December, and more reviews coming up. I will be reviewing Raw tonight, which actually was a good show. I had something to disagree with in every segment, but it was still good. A lot better than last week's show. I'll be reviewing that show tonight, and then I have the review of History of the WWE, which will be coming up the next couple days. I got to finish up Disc 3. Disc 1 was great, and Disc 2 was pretty good as well. So I'll give you a review on that here in a couple days, but let's get started on this Raw. So CM Punk comes out to start off the night. He says the Shield is attacking them, and it's, I guess, a cardinal sin to make fun of God, Triple H, and it's a coincidence that that the Shield attacked him. He says D-bag on television. That was kind of funny, even though it got bleeped out. Well, bleeped out. Stephanie comes out, says she accepts profanity because, well, her husband is Triple H, DX. But there was no attack, and don't point the finger at us. You point the finger at the Shield. But we have bigger things to deal with tonight because of the contract signing, which we heard about 5,000 times. And we will hear grievances via Kane. So Kane comes out, and he says, I will be handling issues, even though Punk is laughing. Issue is resolved. Do you have any questions? And Punk says, when did you become the big red kisser? And that was kind of funny. And he wants Kane to come in. Stephanie's not having it. The Shield comes out. Punk is going to grab a chair, but Steph stops the Shield. And Punk needs to be respected and admired. But at TLC, we will have a 3-on-1 handicap match, The Shield versus CM Punk, which is going to be a great match. I am excited. I don't like this handicap crap because it's happening every freaking show, or it's going to be on pay-per-views now. I don't like that, but for a couple I can deal with it, and especially with the CM Punk and the Shield, you're going to get some great wrestling. Dolph Ziggler versus Damien Sandow, #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. Big E Langston on commentary. This is the third consecutive week where Dolph and Damien have wrestled. Apparently, it was a. Okay, sorry. Apparently, it is a rubber match. Who cares? I mean, it's not called a rubber match, but you know, when it's tied 1-1, you got to get the second. It's called a rubber match. This was the worst of the 3 matches they've had. The Hamptons Hardcore Brawl was awesome. Hardcore match was awesome, and the Broadway Brawl was kind of cool too. But I did not like this match. Or it was okay. It was a short match. But Sandow hits the You're Welcome, and at TLC we'll get a Intercontinental Championship match. Sandow versus Ziggler. Oh, by the way, let me get to my problems with every segment. The problem with the promo was that Kane was kind of weird. And like I said, I don't like handicap matches. This match was too short, for one, and it kind of buries Ziggler even more that he can't even win a #1 contenders match to be the Intercontinental Champion. I mean, he lost to Curtis Axel for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm like, come on, man. So, I did not like that part. Actually, I'll give it a C. No match, except there's only 2 matches that got over a C. It's kind of sad. Natalya, Brie Bella, and Nikki Bella versus Tamina, Summer Rae, and AJ Lee. I didn't care. I really didn't care. AJ was skipping around the entire match. She came in, almost got sharpshooted immediately, but Natalya rolls her up, and we get a match later on, or we get later on in the evening announced that AJ will be taking on Natalya for the Divas Championship at TLC. The only good thing about this is that they're going to have a match on pay-per-view. Other than that, I don't care. This is C-. Actually, D+. I'll go D+. Because it wasn't good. Summer Rae and Natalya, I think. Summer Rae and one of the Bellas, actually, screwed up. Like, they botched bad on one of this. So, D+. But, quickly, during one of the commercials, or in between between segments. I was announced on main event, it's going to be Goldust versus Ryback. That was later on in the show, obviously, but I'm excited to watch that. I'm going to watch main event and SmackDown this week for both for one match. But sorry, guys, I got a headache too. I've had some bad problems in the last week. I'm probably going to go to the doctor. But anyways, Wade Barrett is back with Bad News Barrett. Don't know what the hell this was. No freaking clue. But since we got good news, we're live on Monday Night Raw. The bad news: the city we're in is with hillbillies and dumb people who are so stupid that they had to make their own capital, name their capital after their own state to remember it. It's kind of funny, but then they just left with a red stamp that said hashtag Bad News Barrett. Are we gonna? I'm okay with this, but we need to be pushing him as a star in professional wrestling, not giving me this. So that was my problem with it. Brad is back, and Orton says he's the face of the WWE. That's all I care. Daniel Bryan versus Orton. Now, the problem I had with this, I actually really like this match. The problem I had with it, Bryan looked perfectly okay when he came out to the ring Monday night. What? He got attacked by Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family. He should be hurt. He should be perfectly fine, ready for a match against one of the Wyatts after he just got attacked. I mean, Kane was there for 2 months. And we're going to say Daniel Bryan was just thrown out of the parking lot. What the freak? So anyways, Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan had a perfectly acceptable match. Pretty good. I liked that Eric Rowan was taking control of Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan was getting the crowd in, and Eric Rowan would get a nice move. So I really liked this match. But Daniel Bryan ends up rolling for the win. Which I don't know how you roll up Eric Rowan, but it was very solid. A-. I liked it. I thought it was a very solid and underrated match because I heard people thought it was okay, but I thought it was really good. Bray Wyatt appears on the screen after the match and says he's done bad things to good people, but he was wrong about Daniel Bryan. I can understand you more than anybody else, and that people think you're a circus monk. I can help you. You need to open your eyes. So I thought that was cool. Maybe just trying to get him into the Wyatt family was awesome. Kane is backstage after commercial break with Daniel Bryan. Says Bryan will face all the Wyatts at TLC. What the heck? So, I don't know. That was kind of weird. R-Truth and Xavier Woods versus Tons of Funk. Now, my complaint with this is that Brodus Clay is turning heel. Apparently. I guess. There's 2 problems with this. One, Brodus is not credible to be a heel ever again because of this gimmick. He's been there since, January 9th, 2012. And it is the end of 2013. We're now going to turn him heel. What? You made Ernest the Cat Miller blush with this gimmick. And you're going to turn him heel. Okay, whatever. Second thing is that the match was won by a roll-up. 3 matches in a row where we got a roll-up as a victory. I can understand Daniel Bryan getting a roll-up. What was the other match? I don't think a woman should have a roll-up, and this match should not have a roll-up. Okay. Brodus Clay missed a splash. Got rolled up by Xavier Woods, who I actually really like. I love Consequences Creed TNA. Obviously, this is not even close to Consequences Creed, but I love Consequences Creed. So, I gotta give him credit for what he's doing in WWE right now. But 3 roll-ups. Why would you book that? And then Tension is bullying up with the Tons of Funk. Why should I care? C+. Surprisingly. Sinbacha. Excuse me. Sin actually means no, so no botch. No, that don't work like that. So, we're just gonna call him Bachi. Sinbachi? No, that don't work. Sin Cara taking on Alberto Del Rio. Sin Cara came back. Now, the last time he was in a professional wrestling match, according to Pro Fight DB, or at least in the WWE, was against Del Rio on Raw when he broke his fingers 30 seconds into the match. That's great. So, Del Rio says Cara is trash, and he's going to send him back to Mexico, but he loses to a senton bomb by Sin Cara. The burial of Del Rio begins. I like this because I do not like Del Rio. I thought he was overrated from the start. But I don't like this, that Cara got a win over a former world champion. C. Renee Young is backstage with John Cena. Cena says it's very important to win the Unified Championship. He makes some Hogan and Flair impressions, and WWE fans deserve one champion. Shield are cutting a promo backstage and says they're going to kill everybody. That's basically it. Road Brothers and Big Show taking on the Shield. Very, 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 very good match. Really solid stuff. I mean, when does the Shield ever have a bad match? Have you ever looked at one of the matches this year, or even the couple matches they had last year? I guess the one match they had last year, and say, "Dang, that was not a good match," or "That was kind of boring." No, every match the Shield is in is great. That's all I gotta say. I've never seen a bad Shield match. Have you? I don't think so. The end of this match came when Goldust was going to superplex Ambrose off the top rope. But Rollins got it out of the way, and Rollins rolled him up for the victory. It was a very great match. I mean, I was so entertained, and Big Show was not a nuisance. That was the one thing I didn't like about this, was that he was in there, but I was okay with it after the match was over. And, the Shield are great. Goldust and Cody Rhodes are awesome. So, very happy to watch this match. Very great. A+. CM Punk is backstage with Renee Young. He says he's I said he was overzealous, and he's singing about being pretty, but that's not his impression. He knows he's going down, but how many members of the Shield is he going to take with him? Good. Bad News Barrett's back with us. Bad News Barrett says there's more bad news. Thanksgiving came around and it has clogged our arteries and makes us constipated. I put here, I'm confused. Because I have no idea what they're going to do with this. This is getting a quick video. This is only close to 13 minutes. We're almost done with this. Alright. Miz and Kofi Kingston taking on Ryback and Curtis Axel. I wrote here, really WWE? Again with Miz and Kingston? I really couldn't care after they stopped the heel turn of The Miz to promote a movie they actually forgot. So they had to turn backface. Yes, Brian Alvarez reported that Miz turned heel, that was their purpose, but they forgot he had a movie, so they had to turn him babyface to promote it. Yeah, that's smart. I was bored by this match, to be honest. Ryback hits a clothesline and then hits a shell shock and actually won a match. When's the last time you've seen Ryback win a match? Oh, good lord, I can't freaking remember. Has he won a match this year? I gotta check this. Hold on a second. Give me a minute. ProFight DB has to give me these answers. I don't think Ryback's won all year. He might have won some meaningless match, but I have ProFight DB as one of my my top hit. I also have in my favorites. I swear to God, I don't think I've seen Ryback win a match this year. Let's take a look. Ryback. Alrighty here. He's won against SmackDown. I don't care about that. He won on Raw against Great Khali. That doesn't count. Him and Paul Heyman beat CM Skunk. That doesn't count. Main event, by the way, does not count. I'm counting Raw matches. And that match against Great Khali does not count. A match against R-Truth. really could not care less about that. A match against Dolph Ziggler. I guess that was his last big match win. Let's see. He won against Chris Jericho. Yay. He beat the Great Khali again, does not count. He beat Zack Ryder, does not count. He beat Kane, I guess that's okay. He beat 3MB, does not count. He beat David Otunga, that does not count. I mean, really, these mean nothing. Nothing. Ooh, I love Racing Canes. Anyways, so, he hasn't won in quite a while, and he hasn't won a meaningful match in a while. But I guess this means something with two mid-carders like them. And Miz slaps Kingston after the match. I don't care. Fandango vs. McHenry. Summer Rae changed her outfit from the match. Looked hot. World's Strongest Slam. Could care less. He was doing his dance moves, though. I actually liked Mark Henry. But it gets a C-. Friday night, we will have CM Punk take on one of the members of The Shield. We'll find out on Friday who that be. Or I guess Tuesday if you look at spoilers. And I swear to God, I hope it's Dean Ambrose. Because I pictured this in my mind today when I was watching the show. Like, man, with CM Punk and Dean Ambrose, that would sell tickets. And then they're going to put it on SmackDown. So I can't wait to watch that match on Friday night. Again, I can watch it with any one of those guys. But Dean would be my most favorite. Primetime players versus the Real Americans. This is what I did not like. Why are they still building up like Titus throwing up? Oh my God, Titus is going to throw up. Oh. Get out of here. Get the GTFO. Because I don't care about Titus O'Neil throwing up. I don't. It's stupid. Jack Swagger. No, excuse me. Antonio Cesaro hits the uppercut. Gets the win. C-. The results for calling the champion after TLC, we're going to call him the Unified Champion with 38%, I guess. The others got 31%, both. So, Triple H, a.k.a. God, and Stephanie come out. And I guaranteed someone was going through a table. Of course it did. Jerry Lawler says it will be the greatest match in history. What? What? Greatest match in history. What? I said greatest match in... What? What? I said greatest match in history. What? I don't get this. They will not top any of the greatest matches in history. Near guaranteeing that. But it should be a good match. They say one person will walk out as the undisputed champion. One person. And undisputed champion. Remember this. Orton and Cena come out. Stephanie reminds Orton that he said he was bigger than WWE. And Triple H names all the great WWE champions, says Stone Cold Steve Austin gets a big pop. And Steph says, don't forget Triple H. And then he points to all the great World Heavyweight Champions, which come from a long strength, which is a lot of them. And then she said, don't forget about Triple H. Yeah. Go suck your husband's dick. And then talk to me, because I don't care about this. I don't care that he won a World Heavyweight Championship or WWE Championship. He's over. God should not wrestle anymore. Okay? Triple H said this was not in the spur of the moment, this match. Really? Plans were not even possible to make this match a couple weeks ago. You guys had plans to do all sorts of matches. And you guys were getting upset. And that creative ideas were not working. You guys were getting scared. So you guys made this match out of nowhere. So, get GTFO out of that comment. Let's see here. They just signed their contracts, and I'm like, really? They're not going to speak? They're not going to do anything, but they get the opportunity to see. Orton says he's better than every WWE champion ever. And he doesn't like John Cena, and apparently Cena and him had never met, as Cena says. Reminds old memories of Evolution, and never lived up to the potential, even though 11-time world champion, a Money in the Bank winner, a Royal Rumble winner. I think he's lived up to potential. Cena. English World Heavyweight Champion. I don't like Randy Orton, but he's got a lot of credentials. He says you're getting cocky. You have a bad attitude, and you're lazy. Excuse me, he just won the Money in the Bank this year. He cashed it in SummerSlam. to become the WWE champion. I don't think he's lazy. Anyways, Cena says he's always been better. Well, he didn't say that, I guess. He says, you were given the title, I earned it. He's not the Apex Predator, he's just John Cena. Now he says, if you make a move, you're going to get put through this table. And, of course, they start fighting, and Orton gets hit with a ladder, and Cena goes to the post, and everything. And eventually, Orton goes through 2 tables. One with a spear, and one with a AA. So, a good show, a good way to end Raw, but some of those comments were flat out stupid. And, yeah, I enjoyed this show, a couple of boring segments, and everything annoyed me, at least one thing in it, but overall, good show. So, thank you guys for watching, thank you, Anthony, for giving me the update, and I'll be making more videos, again, history of the WWE review coming in the next couple days. So, thank you guys for watching, and peace.